I'm guessing the hangovers died down and everyone's sunburn started to peel right now. Now you're all back in the UK and it's snowing and it's very cold. Which I actually have a bone to pick with, by the way, because I live in a country where it's minus 30 in the winter. And if you want to see snow, well, I'll just very quickly show you it outside right now. I mean, look. That's probably about 4 or 5 inches thick. Or deep, rather. That's snow to me. All you West Ham fans who went out to Cyprus to enjoy the sun are now coming back to a lot colder climate. Are you going to be thinking, oh, why do I live in such a cold country? Jeez, man, I live in like an icebox in the winter. So no. Now you're back and you're all sobered up and you've all had a good time in Cyprus. Let me do my post-game review. Where it finished, AEK Larnaca. Gatesy was actually right. That's how you do pronounce it. 0. West Ham United 2. I got to be honest, the first half an hour of that game was dire. It was absolutely dire from West Ham. It wasn't that good to watch. Wasn't that enjoyable. Couldn't even string a couple of passes together. Couldn't connect. There was no connect 4, you know what I'm saying? It was like yellow, yellow, red, yellow, or red, 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 and then someone drops the yellow in. We couldn't just make the passes. But we got there in the end. 2-0 win. And, oh my lord, Mikel Antonio has actually scored a goal from outside the box. He did it against Brighton. He did it on international duty for Jamaica. But when he actually does it, you're like, what? He actually scored from outside of the box? Yeah, crazy, right? Let me get into the team lineup. Thilo Kehrer, Manuel Lanzini and Pablo Fornals got the start. Kehrer wasn't feeling very well last weekend, so that's why he wasn't even on the bench. Still no Scamacca. The only logical explanation for this would be that Scamacca starts on Sunday. That's all I can think of. BT got the lineup wrong. They were saying Fornals was playing left back and Benrahma was playing as a second striker. Like, what? What's going on there? They got all the graphics wrong and someone's probably getting a written warning for that. As I said earlier, we couldn't pass the ball with any real movement and we had no momentum or intent behind it. So boring from us. No energy and no intensity from the midfield either. Lanzini couldn't make a connection, but as the game went on, he started to get his head levelled up a little bit. Defence only moved when it felt like it, and it wasn't pressured. We're being dominated by a lower side. They got into space. They made the ball work a bit. And finally, after half an hour, West Ham took a shot at goal. It took that long for us to actually have a chance. But then, despite Mikel Antonio's poor performance where he was losing the ball a lot, and he was playing badly, and yes, he had hit, to me, a lower point than rock bottom, he scored a header. Benrahma crossed it in, and Antonio was standing there, just turned his head around with the ball into the corner of the net, 1-0. If he'd have missed that, he'd have been in mega trouble, and the whole of Twitter would have put him on a skillet and burned him for that. But then it seemed okay for a little bit. And then when 2-0 happened, I was like, ooh. Can't believe he's done that. Antonio scored a shot from outside the box that thundered in. Good to get the goals, but again, like I say, no real intensity. Downs and Rice didn't show it in that first half. And Cresswell wasn't great either. Second half, a lot better, really. It wasn't pretty, but a lot better. Almost a hat-trick for Antonio. Benrahma fed in that ball, and it looked like it was going into net. He got it past the keeper, it looked like it was going into the corner of the net, but it came off the post, close on the goal line, and away. West Ham then got ready to make a triple change, and it was a shame Antonio wouldn't get his hat-trick because he was one of the players coming off. Scamacca, Bowen and Souček came on. Off came Benrahma, Fornals and Antonio. Scamacca was fairly quiet in the second half. Didn't really do much, to be honest. But some big news was that Lucas Paqueta and Maxwell Cornet featured, and Cornet in particular. The two former Lyon teammates back on the pitch. Well, Paqueta's not been injured or anything really for that long, but Cornet was featuring for West Ham for the first time since October the 1st, 2022. He came off in a 2-0 home win over Wolves because of a thigh injury. And after consultation and visits to a doctor in Paris, he's finally back in the first team. Cornet came on and he looked motivated. He looked energetic and ready. He was making runs, making passes, showing positivity about his performance. I was really pleased with it. Really pleased with his cameo. He fed in a ball to Lucas Paqueta, who had a one-on-one, and Paqueta, what the hell are you doing, man? Struck it straight at the keeper. This is why we're not scoring goals in the Premier League, by the way, because we're not clinical. We don't take those kind of chances. Paqueta missed, which was a shame. But this could be the way forward. Bowen, Paqueta, Cornet, Scamacca. Cornet and Scamacca seem to have some chemistry and link-up play. Paqueta fed balls into Scamacca in the Europa League. Yeah, I think this could be the way forward. In all honesty. I look good. The home side came to life a little bit later on. They had a few shots on target. A lot more chances which we had to scuffle. But we got the win in the end and we're taking a 2-0 advantage back to East London. We won. I only care about the win, really, but it wasn't pretty. Hopefully we're making some changes for Sunday and we don't have the same team that started in this game. We won't, for the record, but we just can't have some of those same players start. Antonio needed those 2 goals, regardless of what you say. But still, his performance is questionable. Good win in the end, and what was even better was it was in Napa. So everyone got to have a good time there and enjoy a bit of sun, sea, and West Ham winning away. Thank you very much for watching this. If you like the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.